a breakup, a divorce, or a separation, it can be easy to focus on your pain. It can be easy to focus on your hurt. But today I want to challenge you to focus on the truth, to focus on your future, and more importantly, to focus on you. So through this video, I am going to share things that I want you to hone in and focus on and remember as you go through this process. The first thing that I want you to remember after a breakup, divorce, or a separation is recovery is a process. It's not a one-time event. It's not a one-time decision. It's not a one-time happening. It is something that takes time. The second thing that I want you to remember is not to rush the recovery process. It's tempting to want to rush through and get into your new relationship. It's tempting to not want to cry or be sad about it. But the truth is, you were in the relationship. You were in the marriage. You invested time, you invested energy, you invested effort, you invested yourself. And so it's not something that will change overnight. So be patient with yourself. Give yourself time to work through the healing and the recovery process. The third thing I want you to remember is just because you miss your ex or miss the relationship doesn't mean that you need to be with them. Part of the grieving process includes missing that person and also includes missing the relationship. And sometimes when we're grieving, we forget what we felt while we were in the situation. Remember that the decision is made, and just because you miss them doesn't mean that that's where you belong. Take time to acknowledge that feeling and push through that feeling. And I promise it won't take over your life forever. The fourth thing I want you to remember, when we miss the person or we miss the relationship, sometimes we feel like things will change, or we can force certain things to happen, or we can change ourselves and everything will be perfect. You cannot fix what didn't work. A lot of times we get so consumed in this idea that if we just shift one thing or if we had just done this better, the reality is it doesn't work. If you just take this time to focus on what you can learn, what you can take away, and how you can move forward, then that's going to set you up for success. But if you hone in and focus on all the things that went wrong, all the things that you should have changed, you're going to be in that stuck and stagnant place. And that benefits nobody, especially not yourself. Finally, the fifth thing that I want you to remember when your relationship ends, when you go through a divorce or a separation, is that healing happens, but sometimes we don't even recognize it. Many of us are under the assumption that when we heal, it's going to be this big, obvious, life-changing event that we'll just know right away. But the truth is, healing happens in small, little, sometimes insignificant, sometimes we can't even recognize it, shifts or changes within our lives. And so don't allow what you feel or what you see in front of you to let you know if you're healing or not. Understand that through the process of healing, there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of expansion, there's a lot of changes that take place. Sometimes we see it and sometimes we don't, but do not ever let that discourage you. If you're looking for more support on your healing journey, check out my link below. I have a totally free 4-day Choose Healing Challenge where I walk you through the process of making the choice, stepping into your power and making the choice to choose healing, and then the practical strategies and steps that you need to incorporate your life to make healing habitual, to make healing a regular part of your practice so that you can be the best version of you. So definitely check it out. Make sure you hit like and subscribe before you go. And until next time, I'll chat with you guys later.